Friday night football is already here. Friday night football, which means it is time for the first time this year to bring in our pals from Pacesetters, our sidekicks, Chris Black and Francis Stevens. Guys, it's good to have you back to talk high school soccer.
That's right, man. It's time. A couple games in the books. We're ready for more.
And not just high school soccer. We've got college soccer coming up, and Toledo Villa FC represented here.
That's right. Closing out the summer, Toledo Villa. Thank you, Aaron Swigum, owners, all the players, and support it. Awesome. On to the next season. That's high school and college, like you said.
And throughout the next couple months, we're going to hear from both of you guys on the call for games with BCSN. And we've heard that throughout this first full week of high school soccer. Got it kicked off on Friday night. Great players and great games.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun being out there. Back to it again, seeing in the stadium. And it was games, too, that you thought, especially on the boys' side, looked like it was going to be ran away with Perrysburg, but St. Francis made it so exciting all the way to the end, back to it. And on the girls' side, a little bit different. Perrysburg started to run away with it, but you know what? It's early. Different teams get different things out of it. Notre Dame played a deep, deep team that day, so that's going to help them as the season goes on as well.
It is early. There's teams and players that are always going to surprise us, but let's start with you. Who do we know right now, Francis, in this area that is class?
Well, right now, obviously last night I was at the call of Anthony Wayne in Ottawa Hills. I thought Parker Schofield really had a great game, had a goal and an assist, a tremendous assist for that goal. But again, that Anthony Wayne team is really led with a lot of seniors. Again, Brian Billings has a very deep roster, as usual, 13, 14 seniors. Few guys played last year, but some new names coming around. Kean Flagg, a sophomore who had the opening goal for them as well. Trace Davis, who was a fantastic kid. Both those guys are sophomores. They didn't even play varsity last year. So I think those guys are going to be some big things. But Alex Diaz from Perrysburg, what a great night he had on Friday night, bagged 2 goals. I said this during the week. He's going to get 2 goals in that game. And if he gets 2 goals, they're going to win. Sure enough, he got 2 goals on Friday night, one from the spot, and a terrific finish late in the game to give Perrysburg that 3-2 win over St. Francis.
Who do you see, Chris, especially on the girls' side, is standing out?
Yeah, and on the girls' side, that was a fun game to be on that call. Del Francis for Perrysburg, obviously she's going to be one of the target players, as well as targets for one of the best players in the area. She got her goals in that game as well. It was fun to see her sister Camille actually get on the action and scoring as well. But then on the Notre Dame side, Lily Kate Smith started out as a target that game, which that just shows how wide, I guess, her talent is, that she can do different things. Coach Smith tried her there. Settle back in the back line, settle things down for the team immediately. So that's another one on that side. And then as the season gets into it, you start to see who else is going to creep into it. There's going to be 12 kids from Anthony Wayne step up. The senior class is so big every year. Lydia Case from St. Ursula, so many. So excited to get some more games on our belt and see who does what.
Who's going to do what in women's soccer for Bowling Green? They're back tomorrow. Michigan State, you can see that game on BCSN too. And the Falcons have 8 returning starters. You want to make a statement. They've only beaten Michigan State once. This would be the way to do it right out of the gate.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, etch your name in history there. So they also were very busy. Some of their players, a lot of those players went to DCFC over the summer. So that was a big experience for them coming into this fall, leading them really a big jump into it. And really, you look at Ellie Poole, transferred from Toledo, now the Bowling Green, leading scorer at Toledo. She did a nice job for DCFC as well. Expect a lot from her. She settles in. She's familiar with how BGSU plays because of playing for Jimmy Walker in the past, actually at Pace there when they're younger. And then you got Gardners, Emily and Bryn Gardner. What are they going to do? They're going to figure in a lot for this season. Both played also up at DCFC. I mean, some people take the summer to heal up. Some people take that summer to leap forward. You've got to expect a lot of those girls that played in the summer to take big leaps, and they're going to need it for Michigan State. Exciting to have the Spartans coming down to our neck of the woods, though, for a game.
The biggest thing with that is Jimmy Walker, he really knows how to schedule. He has a very long history with the Big Ten. Obviously coached at Penn State, was a women's coach at Duquesne University before he came to Pacesetter. From where their old coach left to where they're at now, there hasn't really been much of a drop-off. I think it's just gone up more a little bit with some of the local talent that we have. And a lot of these young ladies here, they have played a very high level of soccer, not just in high school, but outside of high school as well, too, the club. And then when you're bringing in players like Bryn Gardner, Ellie Poole, who was a tremendous 4-year player at Southview, and then also the amount of other players that they're starting to get around the tri-state area, this Bowling Green team can be a big threat. But you also got to worry about the Rockets as well, too, over there at Baycroft, because TJ Buchholz has been there a while. He's gotten some players as well, too. A lot of that Michigan funnel from Nationals, Michigan Jags, and Midwest United. But I think right now, if you got to give an edge, you probably got to give the edge to Bowling Green because, again, they're going to get that test. Good to see what you can do against a Big Ten team.
Yeah, well, they won't be on Bancroft quite yet at Dayton, at Illinois. So we're going to see the Rockets back home next week. Last time the Falcons beat Sparty, 1999. Wouldn't it be cool to see them get that done on BCSN2 tomorrow night? We'll see you guys on BCSN next week right here for Sidekicks on Sports Nightly. Good to have you guys back.
Yes, we're back. It's good to be back.